Hi guys, I'm back again. Yes.
No.
You might be sick of it, but I'm already making another video on my favourite YouTube chef, Kay's cooking.
People.
Now, before we begin, I'm going to pop up a picture and you've got to try and guess down in the comments below what she's going to be making. If you can guess, I'll be impressed. Yep, that's right. It's cheesecake. Let's begin.
People, and I'm back cooking again.
Hi Kay, I'm so glad you're back cooking again. I always like your videos.
But today I'm going to be making a cheesecake.
Cheesecake is a stretch from the image that we've seen, but you know, we never know. I've not seen this video myself.
Right, as you can see, I've got some marge in the biscuits. This in the biscuits, yes.
So far, so good. I mean, that's how I would make my cheesecake base, although I'd melt the butter first.
And the pan's on, so all I've got to do is just let the marge melt into the, I keep wanting to say breadcrumbs all the time. I've got breadcrumbs on the brain.
Nothing worse than having breadcrumbs on the brain. I once had breadcrumbs on the brain, and look how I turned out. I'm probably not the best example.
Let it melt into the biscuits, and then hopefully it should combine it, and I will show you when it's all done and sorted.
I can't wait to see when it's all done and sorted, because that is going to be my highlight. That's going to be the pinnacle of this video. If you made it this far already, we're not even that far in. I wouldn't be surprised if you turned off. But please don't turn off. I love you.
As you can see, all the biscuits have broken up.
What on earth is in that? Like, I know she's going to tell us later on in the video, but I can't tell what that is. I don't know if it's nuts or something, if she's maybe missed a step, but it looks like sweet corn. Very orange sweet corn. But you don't put sweet corn in a cheesecake, Kay.
Oh, they broke up. And they've all come together, so I'm going to now put them in a dish. As you can see, it's all being put in the dish.
Now, it's all getting worse and worse as we progress through this video. We're not even started. We're not even been in this video long. We've been in it a couple of seconds. We've been in it 56 seconds. Already, I'm kind of gobsmacked at this. It's interesting. It's really weird, isn't it? It's just, I've not seen a cheesecake like that before in my life. A cheesecake biscuit base. I've made cheesecake before, and it never comes out that brown. Normally, it's kind of a tan. I'm not the professional chef here, Kay is, so I should be taking a step back and, you know, learn to know my place. I'm a cheesecake lover, not a maker.
And I'm going to let it cool because it's still a bit hot, and I don't want to put anything on top of it because it might just go wrong.
Now, just to add to this, that's the most strangest bowl I've seen in my life. It almost looks flat. I know it's probably the angle, but it's just weird.
Right, as you can see, it's done. I'm putting the cream on it.
The favourite bowl, the one that I have in the cupboard downstairs, I might have to feature the bowl in one of these videos.
It's Sunday morning.
It's Sunday morning, that's why my cream's not coming out. Oh, look at that big dollop. That's a big old dollop.
Just a load of cream going on it.
That is a load of cream going on it, Kay. You ain't lying. Although in saying that, it kind of also looks like a small amount at the same time. It's weird. It's the bowl. I'm sure it's the bowl.
Scooping it out. And I'm going to spread it.
That's right, Kay. You spread that cream.
All over, even thickness. And as you can see now, it's all done.
It is all done, but it's still not resembling a cheesecake. That's just a cream cake. That's a cake made of cream and other unknown stuff. She's probably mentioned what was in that biscuit base as well, and I'm probably just being an idiot. But that's me. That's me. I like to go fast. I like to go hard. I ain't going to care about them facts.
Get off my spoon then. I'm going to put that in the fridge now for about 6 days. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to put this
I genuinely thought she meant that for 6 days.
in the fridge and let it set a bit more because the dish still feels a little warm.
I'd maybe keep it outside the fridge until then, to be fair, because you don't want condensation building up in the fridge or inside your cream cake.
But I'm going to leave it and then I'm going to show you the end product as I am eating into it.
I can't wait to see the end product as Kay's eating into it. I mean, we're only 2 minutes 33 in this video.
Right, as you can see, this is the end product.
This is not a cheesecake. As I said before, this is just a cream cake. This is a cake with cream on it.
I have now made a mark in it, and I'm going to scoop it out and put it on a plate. Now it's the taste test. nice.
Quite nice. What a great review for yourself. I made this cheesecake. It was quite nice.
Right, as I said, it's really nice. I enjoyed it. There's going to be a link in the description to my merchandise.
Well, I guess we're going to have to go look at another video, because that was far too quick. And we still got time. We've got all the time in the world. I have all the time in the world for you. I do, really. Don't go. Now, we didn't have to look far to find another video. My selection process on Kay's cooking is just looking at the thumbnail. Normally it's the stuff that's grey and sticky, okay? You just keep giving it to me and giving it to me. We're gonna have to call you Kay's giving. Maybe not, that's a bit strange. I want you to try and guess what this next video is. Here's a picture. What do you think it could be? That's right, it's the Queen's Chocolate Perfection Pie. Yummy.
Hi people, and I'm back cooking again. And today I'm going to be having a go at doing the Queen's Chocolate Pie.
I'm already worried. I've seen the thumbnail, and the Queen's Chocolate Pie doesn't sound too appetizing to me. It might to you, but not to me.
As you can see in the bowl, I've got flour, and then I've got 2 tablespoons of sugar.
So far, so good, and we have another appearance of our favourite bowl. There's already a big black bit in there, and I don't know what that is. What is that? What is it? Let me know in the comments.
And I'm going to mix that together.
It's an interesting way to mix with a fork. I guess, I mean, yeah, it works. However, it's going to scratch your bowl, and you don't want a set of scratched bowls, I'll tell you that. The scraping sound already hurts me in many, many ways.
You can see I've just added, why is that in?
They're big chunks to be adding. I mean, again, me going back to not being a chef at all, but I would be having smaller chunks of butter.
I have just added the butter, and then it does say to make it into breadcrumbs.
I mean, it might be a bit easier to make it into breadcrumbs if it wasn't so big.
Well, this butter is a bit not as soft as I wanted it, but I still...
Well, I suppose the good thing about butter is that it does melt at room temperature. It'll also melt with your hands, so it won't take too long.
But yes, you've seen, as you will have seen me doing breadcrumbs for loads of times, so...
Sorry, I just have to interrupt this video for a second. Hello, sleepyhead. Are you awake? Andy's gone back now.
Well, you see me doing breadcrumbs, so I'll just get this done, then I'll show you the end.
I'm gonna have to look up I'm gonna have to look up Kay's breadcrumbs, because I've never actually seen her breadcrumb in the past.
And this is 2 tablespoons of cream.
That's not a whole lot of cream, but I suppose it's only going in a cake.
And it looks like milk, but it's cream. Well, it came out the cream carton, so...
We do believe you. We believe that it's cream, Kay.
And I'm going to mix it in, and it said, with that amount of cream, it's going to form into a ball.
See, now this looks more like the cheesecake base. This looks like more of a consistency than what we've seen prior.
As you can see now, it's all come together.
Yeah, it's coming together. It is still very much just a brown, doughy blob, much like myself.
I am just going to do it exactly as it says. It says, fill a pan of water, and in a bowl, add 2 eggs.
Now, it's not just me that's seeing the issue here. That orange bowl is made of plastic, which is on a saucepan that's on the hob. That's not a good idea. It's plastic. It could melt. It might not melt, but it could. Aye.
One, 2, and then it says, add the sugar. What the hell is the sugar? Something with the sugar. Right.
I never realised how much sugar went into making pies, if I'm honest.
And then it says, and the salt. Where's the salt? Oh, bit of salt.
It's worrying me so much that that plastic bowl is touching a metal pan that's being heated. It worries me. It scares me, quite frankly. I'm scared.
That empty that one. Oh dear. And form. Oh, form it.
Now we're whisking. We're whisking now. Then we're not scraping that poor plastic bowl. I've got too much attachment to this bowl now.
Whisk it until it makes a foam.
Now, with this style of whisking, I imagine it's going to take quite a long time for it to foam.
That ain't making no foam.
It would make foam just after 2 seconds. I'd be impressed. I'd be amazed.
And then it says, whisk until mixture starts to foam.
Yeah, we've been over this. It is still not foaming. It's going to take a long time to foam. It might be the plastic melting into it. Maybe that's what's causing the non-foaminess so quickly.
Yeah, just keep it going until it forms up.
I keep seeing, I know that's steam, but I keep thinking it's smoke coming off the bowl. Oh, please don't melt the bowl and burn your house down, Kay.
Right, it's
Yeah, you're going to be very careful with hot water and hot, honestly. It's a bit dangerous.
starting to form a little bit. I think it might have been better in the pan.
Yeah, anything metal, anything metallic, or anything that's just not plastic.
But following it as it says, and then what's next? Remove bowl, keep working till ribbon stages. It's already bloody in ribbon stages. That is definitely ribbon stages. I think I've worked it too much. But never mind.
I like Kay's attitude, never mind. We can keep going. We've got this.
As you can see, I've greased the tin. Now I've come to the stage. I haven't got a bloody clue what I am doing.
That is obvious. Ain't gonna lie.
So that is in the middle-ish. And it's said to spread it out.
There you go, spreading again, Kay.
I'd have been better to rub my hands under cold water tap before I did it.
This is some ASMR that I'm not really ready for. I'm not gonna lie.
As you can see, it's spread it all the way around. I'm going to put it in the oven now for, oh, for goodness sakes, for 15 minutes.
That's not too bad, 15 minutes. I hope you've heat the oven up.
Until, I'm going to put it in, it says 15 minutes here, so I'm going to put it in for 15 minutes.
Always best to obey the instructions.
Right, as you can see, it's baked very minimal.
I was gonna say that is baked very minimal. That's still wet. That's still raw.
And it does say to spoon this. Personally, I would just pour it on, but it says spoon it on.
I mean, you've already spread it. Why not just pour it on and get your fingers in there, Kay? Get finger in that pie, Kay. No.
Can't even tell where I poured it and where I haven't poured it. Would have been better just pouring it all on.
That's what I said. You should have just poured it and got your fingers in.
But it says don't catch the sides. Obviously, because that's where it's. But I think that's gone to the side. Never mind.
I already cannot wait to see the end product of this beautiful, beautiful masterpiece, Kay. I'm on the edge of my seat. I mean, if I'd moved, I'd then be on the edge of my seat. I'm sitting quite comfortably right now.
Right, as you can see, it's exactly as it should be, apart from the middle should have been sunken in a bit more.
Actually, I've just realised, where's the chocolate so far in this pie? Is it going to be on the top? Like this is basically resembling a cream pie, which is what I thought we were making in the last one, but it was actually a cheesecake. Maybe the burnt goodness around the edge is meant to be chocolate? I don't know.
But as you can see, it is a bit gone down a bit.
It has definitely prolapsed a little bit.
And what it says is to put, it doesn't say how much chocolate to put on.
Ah, okay, right. I'm getting ahead of myself again. I always get ahead of myself. But I would have thought, a chocolate pie may have had a chocolatey centre, because at this current moment in time, this looks like a chocolate sponge almost, rather than a pie. A chocolate sponge with a normal sponge with a little bit of chocolate on the top is what we could have called it, rather than the Queen's chocolate perfection pie. But then again, the Queen probably didn't want to name her own thing a sponge with a bit of chocolate on it. I don't know where I'm going with this. That looks straight up like something after a night of drinking.
I should imagine it's got to go all the way around.
It's no picture to this recipe. Is this just a plain text format recipe? Also, I'm really wondering how this is going to pan out. Is this going to be spreadable as well?
Right, I'm spreading it.
Spreading it with a spatula. That's good, rather than spreading it with your fingers. Again, I thought you were going to get finger deep in that pie.
All around, obviously.
Very delicate spreading, which is nice to see.
Putting more on it.
I'm curious how Kay made this chocolate, because the consistency, I thought it was Nutella at first, but it doesn't seem to be that, and it's coming from a bowl, so it's obviously made somehow. The best part was left out. How can we live without seeing the best part of this chocolate spread being made? How?
Get off my spoon now. Get off. Keep spreading it.
I don't know how many times today I've heard Kay say spread it or spreading it. Too many to count, too many that it shouldn't have happened. We're in spread central right now.
It doesn't say whether it needs to go over the sides or nothing or anything like that. It just says 6 ounces of dark chocolate.
I mean, again, we could probably look at a picture. Although, I'd say it would go to the side, personally, unless it's going back in the oven. Otherwise, you're going to end up with some burnt chocolate, and there's nothing worse than the smell of burnt chocolate.
Over it. So I'm assuming it goes all over it, making a complete mess of it.
I think you're doing a great job, Kay. An interesting job. Maybe not great. You're doing a job.
But once it's done, it should look alright.
Once it's done, it should look alright. Now, most of the food on this channel, once it's done, it looks less appetizing than when it was the raw ingredients. I know that might sound mean, but it's true. Although I love Kay, I've got to be truthful.
As you can see, it's been spreaded out.
It certainly has been spreaded it out.
And then now it's got to go in the oven for another 5 minutes. And then it gets the decorative bombination or whatever you're going to call it.
I can't wait to see this pie decorated. Again, it's not a pie, definitely a cake. Unless there's a baker in here, let me know down in the comments. What's your take on it?
Well, it's done. And
That's it done after 5 minutes in the oven. It resembles what it looked like before, just maybe a little bit drier.
there is white and brown chocolate in here. It was said, the lady who sent me this said the chocolate has to be grated.
Ah, okay, right. So somebody sent you the recipe rather than you just getting it offline. That makes a lot more sense.
It seems to be more white than brown, but as you can see, there's a mixture of both chocolate in there. And I'm sprinkling it over. It's going to go all over.
You're certainly doing a good job there, Kay. I ain't gonna lie.
I think that might be enough chocolate. Talk about death by chocolate.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there's not actually that much chocolate on it, considering the chocolatey top layer, because it's not internal like a pie should be. I'm really hung up on it not being a pie, or my definition of pie. I need to look up the actual definition of pie.
And that is, oh God, let's get it right, the Queen's Perfection Chocolate Pie.
First of all, it was the Queen's Chocolate Perfection Pie because I have it right in front of me. And also, they say that a lot of, the taste is visual. And if I was eating that, I would be tasting a lot of burnt goodness.
That has now got to go in the fridge for 1 hour for it to all set.
Now, remember, let it cool down before it goes into the fridge.
And then, well, then it'll be a taste test.
I'm already looking forward to this taste test.
It's had its hour-ish in fridge. So this is what you call death by chocolate. And I think it needs scooping out with a spoon.
I like that. Always cutting it into the shape of a triangle and then just scooping it out. I don't get it. You got to keep the triangular shape of the cake or the pie. That's why you cut it like that. Otherwise, you just go scoop right in.
And that is a piece of the cake, pie, whatever you want to call it.
That is some interesting presentation. I don't know.
Well, that's it.
That is it. That looks less appetizing than the grey matter of the cheesecake. I genuinely can't wait to know what Kay's reaction is to this when she has her first bite.
Here is the taste test.
Oh, I'm already excited. How are you going to rate it this time, Kay? There's a lot of emotion going on in that face, I think.
Apart from being far too much chocolate, which it's alright actually.
It's alright. I just love Kay's reviews of her own food. It's alright. Words to live by.
The paste is a bit nice and soft, but like I said, apart
It was soft. I thought it would have been very dry. Although we can't taste it ourselves, can we?
from too much chocolate, it is nice.
Well, I think we've seen enough for today. We've seen a cheesecake that turns out to actually have been a cream cake. That was a bit of clickbait, a bit of the old bait and switch, and then we've seen a delicious chocolate pie. Don't know why I'm using the term delicious. It wasn't even a chocolate pie. It was a chocolate cake. It was a bit of cake with a little bit of chocolate on top. But that's besides the point. What do you guys think? Did you guys enjoy our little love boat trip around Kay's Cooking's videos? Do you want to see more? Well, I will be back with more. I can't wait to be watching more, seeing more, having more weird ASMR. It's going to be exciting. Can't wait. I hope you come along on that fun journey with me. It's going to be like a love boat trip through cakey heaven. I don't know how I feel about what I just said there. It's a bit weird, so maybe it's time to end the video.